What if I told you that Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps, is now wide awake, but eerily empty? One video, just 15 seconds, a lonely showgirl, an empty casino lobby, a haunting violin track. That's all it took to spark the question, is Vegas dead? Suddenly, a wave of videos followed. Ghost town shots of the Strip, bitter rants about $17 bottled water, $50 intimacy kits, and $36 cocktails. The views? Millions. The impact? Even worse. Because this isn't just content, it's a crisis. Visitor numbers are down, hotel rooms are empty, and Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, is now trending for all the wrong reasons. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about Vegas. If the tourism giant of America is losing its grip, what does that mean for San Francisco, Napa Valley, New York, Miami? Is this a trend or a red alert for every city that depends on travelers to survive? In this video, we're not just talking about one city's fall. We're uncovering a deeper truth about the post-pandemic travel economy, the power of perception, and what happens when your brand gets hijacked by the algorithm. Buckle up, because this isn't a story about Vegas dying. It's about how modern tourism is being redefined, and who might be next. The city that never sleeps is hitting snooze. Las Vegas used to be the adult Disneyland, a neon-lit paradise where time didn't exist and your only limit was how much you could spend or lose. Casinos pulsed 24/7, pool parties thumped at 2 a.m., and somewhere, someone was always yelling, "Jackpot!" But lately, the only thing hitting the jackpot is silence. Take a stroll down the Strip on a Saturday night, and you'll still find pockets of buzz. Crowds cheering the Bellagio fountains, Instagrammers clustering under LED-lit pedestrian bridges. But keep walking, past Harmon Corner, past Eminem's World, and something eerie sets in. Showgirls in pink feathers wander aimlessly, vinyl chairs at tattoo parlors stay cold, and the neon feels dimmer. Behind the glitter, the numbers speak louder. In July alone, visitor volume dropped 12%, and hotel occupancy dipped more than 7 percentage points compared to last year. And this isn't a blip, it's a trend. Locals feel it in their bones. David, a street performer in bunny ears, used to rake in $800 a night. Now he's lucky to get $100. Earl, once a casino chef, now drives Uber full-time, reminiscing about the days when Vegas took care of its people. Even Fremont Street, long the grittier, grinning heart of downtown, isn't immune. Sure, the Golden Nuggets lights are still flashing, but the energy? It's thinner. Like the party's still going, but everyone's just going through the motions. And then there's the most damning sign of all, deals everywhere. When Vegas, the mecca of markup, starts slashing prices, you know the vibe is off. It's not just about numbers, it's about a shift in soul. Vegas, the city that prided itself on being too alive to fail, now finds itself asking a question it's never dared to whisper. What happens when the party's over, but the bills still show up? When TikTok became a weapon of mass destruction. It didn't come from a boardroom. It didn't come from a major news outlet. It came from a teenager's phone. 15 seconds, a moody filter, a quiet casino lobby, maybe a sad violin playing in the background. That's all it took to light the match, and boom, the Vegas is dead TikTok trend was born. At first it looked like harmless content, a few clips of empty tables, overpriced menus, and bored dealers. But TikTok doesn't just show what's real, it shapes what feels real. The algorithm rewards drama, and suddenly Las Vegas wasn't a city anymore, it was a meme. And memes, unlike hotel bookings, spread fast. More creators joined in. Some exaggerated, others exposed legit issues. The message was clear. Vegas is overpriced, underwhelming, and past its prime. But here's the dangerous twist. The videos didn't just reflect a decline. They created one. Visitor volume dropped. Hotel revenue sank. Businesses reported sluggish weekends even in peak season. One showgirl said it best, "Feels like we're just manifesting this." Welcome to the age of viral perception, where vibes can crush economies. In the past, you needed a recession, a terrorist attack, or a housing crash to tank a tourist market. Now, you just need a trending sound and a ring light. Even the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, not exactly known for being edgy, started battling back online. Promo campaigns, discount packages, influencers on payroll, all trying to inject some sparkle back into the brand. But it's hard to fight TikTok with spreadsheets. Because here's the thing, social media doesn't care about nuance. It doesn't care that convention attendance is up 10%, or that Fremont Street is still popping, or that room rates are being slashed. It cares about the story. And right now, the story is, Vegas is over. The irony? Just a few years ago, San Francisco was the punching bag of online travel discourse. Videos of crime, tents, and $17 salads went viral, and entire conferences pulled out. Some even moved to Vegas. Now, the roles are flipping. This isn't just about one city's bad PR. It's about how platforms built for dance trends now shape the fates of billion-dollar industries. In an era where perception is reality, and virality means viability, the question becomes, if your city goes viral for the wrong reasons, can it survive the algorithm? Sticker shock. When a beer costs more than your dignity. Let's be real, Vegas has never been cheap, but lately it's crossed into absurdity. Imagine this. You open your hotel minibar. Inside, a tiny bottle of water for $26. Next to it, a Snickers bar priced like it's imported from Mars, $14. Congratulations, you've just entered the gotcha economy. Want to park your car? That'll be $20 per night. Resort fees? Add another $55, even if you never touched the pool. A cocktail? $36, and it's not even strong enough to make you forget how much you just paid. It's no longer about luxury, it's about feeling hustled, and tourists are noticing. Brett Riley, visiting from Arizona, refused to pay $14 for bottled water. Instead, he refilled his Fat Tuesday vodka cup with free ice water. His dad scoffed after paying $200 for 3 comedy show tickets, and they weren't even close to the stage. "If I'm 3/4 to the back," he said, "the jokes better be 3 times as funny." Here's the problem. Vegas used to be outrageous in the best way. Glitz, glamour, guilty pleasure. Now, it's outrageous in the worst way. Hidden fees, overpricing, and a sense that the house always wins, even when the rooms are half empty. Yes, inflation is real. Yes, every major city has seen prices climb. But Vegas is different, because its brand was built on value disguised as extravagance. You'd drop $500 in a casino and still feel like a winner if the drinks were free and the buffet was endless. Today, that buffet costs $85, and the drinks come with a bill and a service charge. And guess what? Tourists have options now. Other cities, other destinations, even international travel is back. And when people compare the vibe-to-value ratio, Vegas doesn't always win. This isn't just bad for guests, it's bad for the locals. Empty chairs mean lost tips. Slower weekends mean layoffs. Even longtime entertainers are feeling the pinch, performing for thinner crowds with tighter wallets. Sticker shock isn't just killing the fun, it's suffocating the very ecosystem that made Vegas thrive. So the question isn't, why are people spending less? It's, why would they spend at all if they feel robbed the second they check in? Are other cities following Vegas off the cliff? Las Vegas might be the headline, but it's not the whole story. Zoom out And you'll see a troubling pattern unfolding in tourist cities across America. Take San Francisco, for example. Once a darling of tech tourism and international conferences, it found itself dragged through the digital mud post-COVID. Viral videos of open-air drug use, rising crime, and yes, that infamous $17 salad. Conferences pulled out, headlines piled on, and for a while, the city felt radioactive. Even now, with public safety improving and tourism inching back, up just 2% this year, officials are in constant damage control. Rebranding the city as cleaner, more affordable, business-friendly. Fighting perception with press releases. Then there's Napa Valley. Luxury wine country where hotel occupancy is up 3%, but room prices have soared so high that the average tourist now feels like they need a trust fund just to book a weekend. Sure, the vineyard views are still stunning. But when the cheapest glass of wine runs you $28, people start to question, is this an experience or an invoice? These aren't isolated cases. Cities from New York to Miami, from Honolulu to Orlando, are facing the same equation. High prices, plus social media backlash, plus shifting traveler behavior equals fragile recovery. Why? Because the post-pandemic traveler is not the same. They're cautious, budget-conscious, experience-driven. They're reading Yelp before TripAdvisor, watching TikTok before booking. And if they catch even a whiff of overpriced tourist trap, they swipe left, metaphorically and literally. What we're seeing in Vegas is not a Vegas-only problem. It's a preview, a cautionary tale for every city that relies on tourism dollars to stay afloat, but takes travelers' loyalty for granted. The danger isn't just in bad reviews or empty hotels. It's in the compounding effect. One bad trip leads to one viral video, which leads to 1,000 cancellations. And unlike the old days, you can't just throw a flashy ad campaign at the problem. You have to fix the experience itself. So here's the red flag. If Vegas, with all its spectacle, budget deals, and global brand recognition, can stumble this hard, what's stopping it from happening to your city next? From party mode to penny pinching, the tourists have changed. Remember the revenge travel wave right after COVID? People were flying business class just to drink champagne 30,000 feet in the air. Vegas was packed. Airbnb calendars were sold out. Every long weekend felt like Coachella. But that chapter? It's over. Today's tourists aren't canceling vacations. They're just spending smarter. The mindset has shifted from YOLO to ROI, return on investment. And Las Vegas, for all its sparkle, is starting to feel like a bad deal. Blame it on inflation. Blame it on student loans, or just blame it on growing up. Millennials, once the party generation, are now juggling mortgages, daycare, and dental bills. Gen Z, they grew up watching their parents struggle during the Great Recession. To them, financial literacy is the new flex. They'll still travel. Oh, they love travel. But they want experiences that mean something. A hiking trail with a killer view. A cozy boutique hotel with local charm. A meal that's photogenic and fair-priced. And if they do hit Vegas, they're not just there to gamble. They want rooftop yoga at sunrise, pop-up art exhibits, food trucks with 5-star tacos, and yes, a TikTok-worthy pool party. But only if it fits the budget. Here's the kicker. They're not afraid to call out BS. If a $14 minibar Snickers feels like a scam, it's going viral. If a $200 show disappoints, the 1-star Yelp review will be brutal. In short, today's traveler has more choices, more data, and more platforms to hold businesses accountable. Cities that don't adapt will fade, because when the vibe doesn't match the price tag, The only thing tourists are packing is skepticism. Vegas isn't just competing with itself anymore. It's competing with Thailand, with Tulum, with TikTok's top 10 destinations of the month. So here's the question for every city that still thinks just being iconic is enough. Are you delivering value or just nostalgia?
Vegas fights back, deals, drama, and a glimmer of hope.
Las Vegas might be bruised, but don't count it out just yet. Because in true Vegas fashion, it's not bowing out quietly. It's coming back with glitter, grit, and a $2 taco. Across the city, resorts are launching a full-blown charm offensive. Palace Station is offering $9.99 steak and eggs. Crazy Horse 3 is doing $2 Taco Tuesdays. Circa is bundling rooms, food, drinks, and a poolside daybed for $400 all in. Even parking, once insultingly overpriced, is being rolled back at some hotels. Why? Because the message has finally landed. If you want tourists to return, you have to earn it. But Vegas isn't just discounting. It's evolving. Over the past few years, the city has been investing heavily in sports and entertainment experiences. The Raiders came. The A's are on the way. Formula One made its debut with a track roaring down the Strip. Suddenly, Vegas isn't just about slot machines anymore. It's about stadium energy. One shining example? Stadium Swim at Circa, a rooftop pool amphitheater with 6 massive pools and a 143-foot screen streaming NFL and UFC fights. Entry starts at $30. For many tourists, that's cheaper and more fun than the casino floor. And let's not forget live shows. Jennifer Mejia flew in from the Bay Area for her sister's bachelorette party. 16 girls, silver boots, football-themed dresses, and Gucci Mane tickets. The Flamingo had a deal, the vibes were immaculate, and suddenly, Vegas was back. "It's still expensive," she laughed, "but at least now we feel like we're getting something for it." This is the pivot Vegas needs. Less exploitation, more experience. Not every resort gets it yet. Some are still clinging to the old model. Jack up prices, hide the fees, hope the neon hides the sticker shock. But others are learning fast. Today's travelers want memories they can post, not receipts they regret. There's still work to do. The reputation damage won't vanish overnight. The algorithms are still watching. And the TikTok cameras are always rolling. But here's the good news. Vegas knows how to put on a comeback show. If the city can keep reinventing itself, shedding the sleaze, boosting the value, and embracing what makes it uniquely electric, then maybe, just maybe, the next viral video won't be about Vegas dying. It'll be about how Vegas flipped the script. Wake-up call. What every tourist city needs to learn from Vegas. Las Vegas isn't dead, but it's been humbled, and in that humility lies a warning, not just for itself, but for every city that lives and dies by tourism. Here's the truth no one wants to say out loud. Tourism is fragile. It's built on perception, on vibes, on expectations. And in 2025, those things are more volatile than ever. The rules have changed. Gone are the days when a big name and bright lights could guarantee loyalty. Today's travelers are informed, opinionated, and brutally honest. One bad experience becomes 10 angry tweets. One overpriced burger becomes a viral TikTok takedown. And that's the new reality every tourist-driven city needs to face. You're not selling a destination anymore. You're selling a feeling. If that feeling is overpriced, stressful, or phony, pack it up. Las Vegas got hit first because it flew highest. It became a symbol of fun, and then a symbol of excess. It promised escape, but delivered bills. It sold dreams, but forgot that even dreamers have budgets. But this isn't just about Vegas. This is about San Francisco, still battling headlines it thought were buried. About Napa Valley, teetering between elegance and elitism. About Miami, Orlando, Honolulu, even New York, all cities dancing on the same edge. The wake-up call is loud. Your brand doesn't matter if your experience is broken. People won't pay for nostalgia. They'll pay for value. They'll pay for story, for authenticity, for connection. But only if you respect them first. So what can cities learn from Vegas's stumble and slow rebuild?
Reassess your pricing. Just because people paid $36 for a cocktail last year doesn't mean they will this year. Price fatigue is real, and value perception matters more than ever. Audit the experience. Would you feel good paying resort fees, parking fees, and tip suggestions on a $28 water bottle? If not, change it. Invest in what matters. People want more than photo ops. They want immersive, honest, human experiences. Make them feel something they can't find anywhere else, and they'll come back. Listen. Social media isn't the enemy. It's feedback, in real time. Instead of silencing critics, invite them to help improve. Diversify. Don't put all your chips on one kind of traveler. If your city only works for the rich, or for one generation, it's already behind. Vegas is learning this the hard way, but at least it's learning. It's not too late for other cities, but time is running out, because the next viral video might not be about overpriced beer or lonely showgirls. It might be about your city. And when that moment comes, you'd better have something more to offer than a flashy slogan. In the end, Vegas might just be the canary in the coal mine, the first to stumble, but also the first to rise. If it can rewrite its story, so can others. But only if they remember this. Tourism is not about the place. It's about how the place makes you feel.